Hi guys, welcome to Lunchroom Yoga. My name is Dani. In today's class, we're going to be moving through a flow that is going to allow us to connect to the breath and to feel every movement, every transition in a very special way. Hope you enjoy. So we're going to start in a cross-legged position on our mats. And as usual, you feel free to bring a cushion, a block, if you feel like your hips are a little bit tense, a little bit tired today. We're just going to move from side to side, just finding the sit bones, making sure that we root them down towards the earth. And then bring the hands into the thighs. Close the eyes here for a moment and just relax the spine, the shoulders, the face, the whole body. Giving ourselves a chance to truly arrive to this moment. Letting go of anything that we were doing before this practice, any busy schedule, any to-do lists. Putting that aside for the next 30 minutes or so, just allowing yourself to concentrate, focus on yourself and your breath. And bringing the attention to your inhales and exhales. We're going to use the breath as a bridge between the body, the mind, and the movement. Especially using the breath to link the movement, thinking about those two as if one cannot exist without the other. Breath is dependent on movement, movement is dependent on breath. With that in mind, take a deep breath in through the nose. Full and complete exhale. Deep breath in, expanding the chest, the belly. And exhaling, relaxing the belly, letting everything go. And again, deep breath in. And a deep breath out. On your next inhale, open your eyes, but keep your gaze soft. And we're going to begin to draw some circles with the spine, just rolling the chest forward and to the left, and then back and to the right. And just focus on the movement first. Make sure that you feel comfortable doing this and you get the rhythm. And then adding the breath to it. So inhaling to move forward and to the left, and exhaling to move back and to the right. And keep doing that a few times. Just following your own pace, your own rhythm. Making sure that you're not only following the breath, but also allowing yourselves to feel the movement in your hips, in your spine, in your shoulders. And without judging the movement at all, or aiming to do anything at all, give yourself the chance to truly feel, to truly notice what's happening in the body. If you're holding any tension, if you're resisting the movement. On your next inhale, begin to turn to the other side. So moving to the left and forward first, and then right and back. And again, just take a couple of seconds to adjust to the movement. And then see if you can link the breath. Maybe even closing the eyes if that makes you feel more comfortable, more at ease, and if it makes you connect better to your body. Do a couple of rounds like this, just breathing, feeling. And on your next exhale, return back to center. We're going to bring the hands in front of us, roll over the shins, coming into tabletop position. And we're just going to find the frame that works for our body best. Whatever that means to you, just making sure that you feel stable and you feel grounded. And then we're going to do a few cat-cows here, but we're going to do it in a slightly different manner. So it's not going to be just up and down. We're going to try to add a little bit of movement to the spine itself, maybe adding some circles. There's going to be a little bit of a free movement, so allow yourself to feel and follow the breath. So as you inhale, dip the belly down, open the chest and your gaze forward. And as you exhale, round the spine, hollowing the belly, pushing the ground away. And then from here, as you inhale, begin to draw some circles with the spine. As you dip down the belly, taking your gaze forward maybe. And as you exhale, round the spine, but also doing the same circle to the left or to the right. And again, it's just a little bit of free movement. Allow yourself to go wherever it takes you with your breath. You can move the hips forward, you can move the hips back, you can squeeze in the waist, you can twist, you can do whatever you want. As long as you're following the breath. And also allowing yourself to feel. There's no right or wrong. There is no must do. There's just movement, free movement. An exploration of whatever your body is capable of. Take 2 more breaths, just keep doing whatever you're doing. And on your next exhale, return back to center and then sink the hips back to meet the heels into child's pose. We're going to bring the hands as far forward as we can and then press the palms down. Release your forehead on the ground just for a second or two. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. On the next inhale, look forward and then curl your spine up back into tabletop. Push the body slightly forward, and as you exhale, bend the elbows, bring your chest down to the floor. Inhale, push yourself back up into your modified plank. And as you exhale, sit back into your child's pose. We're going to do that a couple of times. So inhale to look forward, curl the spine up into tabletop. Push the body slightly forward, and as you exhale, lower down. Press your chest against the floor. Inhale to push yourself back up. And exhale to round the spine back into child's pose. One more time. Inhale forward. And exhale down. Inhale, push yourself back up. And as you exhale, child's pose. We're going to do the same thing but in reverse now. So as we take a deep breath in, we're going to keep the chest low and then roll the spine forward, forward, forward. Press your chest against the floor and then slowly push yourself back up, round the spine and then sink the hips back down. One more time. Slowly, like a little snake, we're going to roll forward, press the chest down, push ourselves back up and then slowly sink the hips down. One more time. Follow your breath as you inhale, slowly move forward, press chest down, push yourself back up, round the spine and then sink the hips back down into child's pose. Take a deep breath in, child's pose. Exhale fully and completely. One more time, deep breath in. Full breath out. Now curl the spine back up into your hands and knees. Tuck the 10 toes under and send the hips back and then all the way up, coming into your first downward facing dog. We're gonna play here a little bit, just adding a little bit of movement, walking the dog, bending one knee at a time, but also sinking the hips to one side and then the other. And again, it's just a little bit of free movement. Allow yourself to explore the limits of your body. Within the frame of a downward facing dog, can you notice what movement does to you? How does it feel in your hips, in your shoulders, in the back of the legs, in the spine? Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your heels high, bend the knees, look forward and walk your feet to the front of your mat. Take your time to get there. And explore the way, the transition between pose and pose. What does it feel like? Once you arrive, allow yourself to bend forward, letting everything hang heavy from the sacrum down to your head. Relax your arms, palms facing up, maybe even sway from side to side. Take a deep breath in here. And a full breath up. On your next inhale, begin to rise up to standing one vertebra at a time. Take your time. And once you're there, roll your shoulders a couple of times to the back. So we're going to be moving into a little flow today. We're going to be repeating that flow a few times. So the purpose of this, get you really used to working with your breath and allowing the breath and the movement to sync, to really link and connect. So we're going to start by bringing ourselves to the top of our mat, facing forward, finding Tadasana, mountain pose. And we're going to keep the hands to the heart center and just bring ourselves back into that Ujjayi breath. Connect to the inhales and exhales. So the first round of this flow, we're going to do it very slowly. We're going to do it together. And then we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. On the next inhale, we're going to reach up with both hands. And as we reach up, we're going to bring the right knee up in towards the chest. Hold it here just for a second. Make sure that you're hollowing the belly, really activating through the core muscles by anchoring your left foot down. On the next exhale, slowly swing that leg back, swing the arms back, and then touch down with your right toes, moving into Anjaneyasana, sinking the hips low. Take a deep breath in to slowly reach up with both hands. And as you exhale, begin to open the hips towards your right side. Release your right heel down. Bring the left foot or the left leg to straight, and then pivot your feet all the way to the end of your mat. So now you end up in Anjaneyasana with your right leg at the front. Inhale to slowly reach up. And as we exhale, we're going to lean forward, reaching forward with both hands, arrowhead. Take one full breath in here. As we exhale, slowly swing the arms back and begin to lower down, bringing the left knee onto the floor. Adjust your hips, make sure that you feel stable. Inhale to rise up, send the arms up, and then slowly expand your arms out, opening your chest into a glorious back bend, taking your gaze up. And then your next exhale, bring your hands through your heart center, palms together. Take a deep breath in here. And as we exhale, reach forward, point your fingers forward, and then begin to send the arms forward into a straight line. Pick up your back knee, take one deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame your right foot. Use your core muscles and a little bit of momentum to send that right leg back and then all the way up into a three-legged downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, knee to chest, round the spine, push the body forward, and exhale, step it back into your plank. Now modify your plank as much as you need to by bringing your knees down, or if you feel strong enough, stay in your full plank. We're gonna lower down halfway only into Chaturanga on the next exhale. And as we inhale, we're gonna open up into our back bend, either cobra or upward facing dog, whatever works for you today. And as we exhale, slowly use your core to move back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in.
full breath out. On the next inhale, that right leg is gonna swing back into a three-legged downward facing dog. But this time we're gonna keep the knee bent and then allow the hip to open, to rotate. And as we exhale, knee to chest again. Round the spine, and then step it forward in between your hands. Sink your hips, and with as much control as you can, step the left foot forward next to your right. Inhale, halfway lift. And as we exhale, slowly fall down. Bend the knees, sit down into your chair pose, sweep your arms up. Take a full breath in here, and a full breath out. Deep breath in. As you exhale, push the arms down. As you push your arms down, you stand tall into your Tadasana again. Deep breath in to reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. We're gonna do the same thing with the left leg now. Take a deep breath in to reach up with both hands. And then bring your knee up, your left knee up. Anchor to your right foot. And with as much control as you can, swing that left leg back. Slowly, 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 swing your arms back. And then touch down with your left foot. Bringing yourself into Anjaneyasana, find stability through the hips, through the legs, and then sweep your arms up. And then we're going to slowly begin to open the hips out to the left side. Bring your left heel down, right leg to straight, and then slowly rotate all the way back to the front of your mat. So now you're on Anjaneyasana on the left leg. Keep reaching forward. As you exhale, lean forward into arrowhead, your arms actively reaching. Full breath in. Exhale, swing the arms back, and as you do that, you begin to sink down to your right knee. Touch down with your right knee. Inhale to rise up. Swing the arms up and expand through the heart. Glorious back bend. Take your gaze up. Full breath in. Exhale, hands through your heart center. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, point your fingers forward and then stretch your arms out, or to the front actually. And then bring your back knee up. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, hands down, frame your foot. With as much control and a little bit of momentum, send that left leg all the way up to the sky. Hold it there for a couple of breaths. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. Exhale, knee to chest, hollow your belly. Inhale, step back into your plank. Modified plank if you need to. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down. Inhale, open up into your back bend. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Full breath in. And a full breath out. On the next inhale, send your left leg all the way up to the sky. Bend the knee and open your hip out to the side. Hold it there for a breath or two. And then slowly knee to chest. Step it forward. Keep lowering your hips, come on onto your fingertips. And then step your right foot forward next to your left. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we fold. Bend the knees, take your chair pose on the inhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. On your next exhale, push your hands down, stand tall, Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Beautiful. Connect to your breath here. Allow yourself to feel the body, the energy circulating around. We're gonna do that little flow again, but this time we're gonna aim for the breath to be so connected to the movement that we're gonna feel like we cannot move without breathing, and we cannot breathe without moving. So as you inhale, slowly open your eyes and the arms all the way up. Bring your right knee up. Exhale, slowly swing the arms back, leg back, Anjaneyasana. Reach up with both hands. Exhale, twist all the way to the end of your mat. So now you keep your right leg up front. Breathe in. Exhale, arrowhead. Keep reaching forward with both hands. Keep your core active. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, swing the arms back and then begin to release your back knee onto the floor. Inhale, slowly rise up. Open up into your glorious back and take your gaze up. Exhale, hands through the heart center. Breathe in to reach forward with both hands, fingertips facing forward. Pick up your back knee. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Inhale, right leg floats all the way up to the sky. Exhale, knee to chest. Push the body forward. Inhale, find your plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open up into your back bend. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg all the way up to the sky. Open your hip. Exhale, knee to chest. Step it forward. Come high onto your fingertips. Breathe in. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, take your chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, stand tall, push your hands down. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. For the leg, inhale, slowly reach up, bring your left knee up. Exhale, swing that leg back, arms back, Anjaneyasana. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to twist to the other side, rotate your legs, rotate your torso. Find Anjaneyasana on your left leg. Breathe in. Exhale, arrowhead. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, swing the arms back and begin to release your right knee down. Inhale to reach up, find your back bend. Exhale, hands through the heart center. Breathe in, push your arms forward, reach forward, pick up your back knee. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Inhale, left leg goes all the way up to the sky. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, find your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, open up into your back bend. Exhale, back into your down dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, left leg goes all the way up. Open your hip. Exhale, knee to chest. And then step it forward. Come high onto your fingertips. And then step your right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to sit on your chair. Exhale to stand tall. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands through your heart center. Pause here for a second. We're gonna do that one more time. But this time, I'm actually gonna ask you to just follow the movement and see what your breath does. See if you're forcing the breath. See if you're forcing the movement. It shouldn't feel forced. It should feel natural even. Don't worry too much about the depth of the poses. Don't worry too much about the aesthetics of the poses. I want you to take this next round to actually feel your muscles, to feel your body working for you, and to feel your breath getting into your body and bringing life into the cells. So you inhale, open the eyes, and again flow your arms up, right knee up. And exhale, Anjaneyasana, swing the leg back. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, we turn all the way to the end of the mat. Bend the front knee. Breathe in here. Exhale, arrowhead. Full breath in. Exhale, swing the arms back, release the back knee down. Inhale to open into the back bend. Allow yourself to express that beautiful back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms forward, fingertips pointing forward, pick up the back knee. Exhale, frame your foot. Inhale, right leg goes all the way up to the sky. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, find your plank. Exhale, lower down. Find your back bend on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up, open your hip. Exhale, knee to chest. Step it forward. Come high onto your fingertips as you inhale. And exhale, step your left foot forward next to your right. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Bend the knees, take your chair pose, inhale. And exhale to stand tall. Breathe in to reach up. And exhale to hands down to your heart center. Now on the left, inhale to reach up, knee up. Exhale, swing everything to the back, Anjaneyasana. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, return to the front of the mat. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, arrowhead. Breathe in. Exhale, arms to the back, release the right knee down. Inhale, open up into your back bend. Feel. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale to reach your hands forward, pick up the back knee. Exhale, hands down. Left leg goes to the sky as we inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale to find your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to open up into the back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in as you send that left leg all the way up to the sky. Open your hip. Then slowly bring your knee to your chest as you exhale. Step it forward. Come high onto your fingertips on the inhale. And then step your right foot forward next to your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fall down. Inhale, lower into your chair pose. Exhale, stand tall. Inhale to reach up with both hands. Exhale, hands through your heart center. Beautiful. Breathe in. And breathe out. On the next inhale, we're going to reach up with both hands. Keep your arms reaching up. Keep your gaze forward. Come high onto. Doesn't matter if you feel like you're losing your balance or you're sort of shaking a little bit. We're going to try to stay here just for a breath or two. Really activating the core muscles. And then slowly begin to bend the knees. We're going to stop halfway down and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly, slowly come all the way down. Sit onto your heels, hands to your heart center. Bring your hands down. And then bring your knees down to the floor, pointing the toes to the back. Sitting into your heels into Virasana, hero pose. We're going to stay here just for a second or two. And then we're going to move into a little bit of a flow for the spine. So on the next inhale, bring your hands together, interlace the fingers, push the palms forward, and then bring your hips up, send the arms all the way up, finding a little bit of a back bend. Take your gaze up. As you exhale, sit back onto your heels, push the arms forward again and round the spine. And again, inhale to slowly bring all the way up. Find your back bend. Take your gaze up. And exhale down. One last time. Inhale forward. And up. And exhale down. Now feel free to keep doing this movement with your hands just as they are. If you feel like you can add a little bit more, then we're going to start by bringing the right hand down to the floor behind your right toes. And on the next inhale, we're going to push the hips forward and then send the left arm around and back. Take the gaze up. Exhale, bring everything down, the hips down, and then switch hands. Bring the left hand down behind your left toes. Right hand goes up on the next inhale, send the hips up, take the gaze up. And again, slowly down on the exhale, switch hands and up. One more time, down and left. Follow your breath. Focus on the movement. Notice what it feels like. One more time, at your own pace. And down. To the left. Back to center. We stop here, hands onto the heart center. Breathe. Move the hips from one side to the other. Maybe allow your shoulders to join into the movement. One more breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down onto the floor. Find your tabletop position again. This time we're going to curl the toes in. And then bring the knees up, just an inch or two. Now, the next exhale, we're gonna sling the hips back to meet the heels and then rotate the knees out to the left. Pick up the left hand and then send it all the way out to the sky. And as we exhale, we're gonna return back into the hovering tabletop. Inhale now, open to the right, sink the hips back to meet the heels, knees pointing out to the right, right hand goes up. One more time, exhale back into your center. Hovering tabletop, and then left, back to center, find your breath, and then right. Find your center as you exhale, and then bring the knees down, take child's pose. We're gonna do that one more time. So as you inhale, bring your body back into your tabletop, tuck your 10 toes under, and float your knees off. Now option 1 is to keep doing that same movement. Option 2 is adding a little bit of a leg work. So we're gonna start with the left again. Sink the hips back to meet the heels, open the knees out to the side, left knee goes up to the sky, and then the right leg is lifting, and then we extend that leg forward and up. Exhale back to center, tabletop or hovering tabletop. Exhale to the right, right arm goes up, left leg lifts and then extend. Back to center on the exhale, one more time to the left. Find your own rhythm. Exhale back to the center, inhale back to the right, exhale back to center, and to the left, last one. Center and right. Center, child's pose, beautiful. Breathe in and out. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Sitting Virasana, Hero's pose again. Hands onto your heart center. Breathe in and breathe out. After all that beautiful flowy practice, we're just gonna find a moment of stillness. We're gonna do so in frog pose. So different variations here. I'm just gonna turn around just so you can see what I'm doing. Option 1 is to keep your big toes together and then spread the knees out to the side, sinking your hips, and then lowering down into a form of child's pose, coming down onto your forearms, or maybe bringing your chest and your face, your forehead all the way down to the floor. Now that might be enough for you, for your hips. If you feel like you still have a little bit room to play, allow your knees to even spread out to the side even more. In option 3, moving into full frog pose, but even pushing the feet out to the side as well, in the same direction as your knees. And allowing the hips to sink. Now if you are in full frog pose, stay on your forearms just for a moment, and use your forearms to push the hips back towards your heels. And you're gonna feel a beautiful stretch on the inside of the legs, on the inner legs, on the groin. Now if you have all that, maybe you want to rest your chest down onto the floor. And breathe. hold it here. Just noticing the difference. What happens when your body finds stillness? How different does it feel? What do you like the most, moving or finding stillness? What do you find the most uncomfortable? I'm asking yourself all those questions, not with the purpose of judging or not with the purpose of judging, but with the purpose of really inquiring and being really curious about what your body does and likes, and what your body needs. Taking one more breath in. Then slowly coming all the way back to center. Bring your weight onto your hands first, and then bring your toes together and then your knees. Cross your legs behind you and find your seat. Back into a cross-legged position. We're just gonna do a little twist here, just a simple one. We're gonna start on the right side first. So bring your left hand onto your right leg, right hand behind your sit bones, and then twist. Take one more deep breath, just like this. And then untwist. We're gonna keep the left hand onto the right knee. Right hand is gonna come all the way to the left. So your arms are crossed. Allow your spine to round. Keep the grip of your hands on your knees really tight. And then begin to lean back, tuck your chin. Feeling a beautiful stretch in between the shoulder blades. Then release the grip, reach all the way up to the sky. Hands through your heart center. Now right hand goes onto your left knee, left hand goes behind the sit bones with twist. Your right hand where it is, untwist, bring your left hand on top of the right and grab hold onto your right knee. And then grab tightly, round the spine, tuck the chin and lean back. Beautiful stretch to the back body. Slowly release, reach up with both hands. Exhale, hands through your heart center. Bring your knees together. Feet connected to the ground. Reach forward and then roll onto your spine. One vertebra at a time. And then once you're there, allow your arms to spread out, your legs as well. Give yourself a beautiful stretch, whole body stretch. And before you move into Shavasana, do a quick scan around the body from head to toe. Notice how your body is feeling right now, but also what your body is craving for. If you're ready to move into Shavasana, then go ahead and rest. But if your body is craving for one last stretch, one last movement, then go ahead and do so. Whatever you want to do. Whether it's a twist, a hip opener, a back bend, anything you want to do. Just take a couple of minutes to listen. once you're ready, find your resting position, Shavasana. Laying on your back, on your side, on your belly, whatever makes you feel comfortable and at ease. And then close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth in, just letting everything go. And again, deep breath in. And a full breath out. One more time, deep breath in. Full breath out. Relax in the body. Relax in the breath. Relax in the mind. Shavasana. Bring the attention back into your body, back into your breath. Begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers, adding a little bit of movement to the body, stretching if you need to. And bending the knees, rolling onto one side. And bring yourself up into a comfortable seated pose on your mat. Keep your eyes closed. Hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Notice the breath, notice the body. Notice how your body feels after the practice. And aiming to keep this awareness, this connection to your mind and the rest of your body throughout the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.